My prosciutto wrapped shrimp with pineapple salsa. This is a low-calorie, high-flavor dish that everyone loves. I'm going to start with the pineapple salsa. Now look at this big guy. Isn't he beautiful? I'm going to show you how to take this apart. We're going to start by cutting off the top. Cut off the bottom. Now we're going to slice right through the middle of this big guy. Lay them both on the flat side. Cut them into quarters. And I might cut these into quarters again because this fruit is so large. Now let's remove the core center. I'm just going to run my knife right along the core. There it is. We can just get rid of that, put it right in the garbage can. Now for the skin. I'm going to do about the same thing. I'm just going to run my knife. Keep your knife moving up and down along the skin side. Now let's get to some chopping. I'm going to start cutting my pieces lengthwise. And then do a little bit of cross chopping, just running my knife through. And I'll just pop it right into my bowl. Now a little bit of green onion. The thicker ones I'm going to slice lengthwise down the middle. This big fat guy I might even actually do in quarters. And then I'm just going to do a cross slice here. I want about a half a cup. Just a little extra chop. Into the bowl it goes. Now for a little color and flavor. A couple of peppers. I've got a red and a green. And I'm just going to slice lengthwise and then crosswise. And I'm going to give it a little chop just to get the pieces just a little bit smaller. Now for a little kick, jalapeno. Just going to run my knife along the jalapeno and then along the stem top. Get rid of that top and most of the seeds. Then I'm just going to scrape out those seeds. A little cross slice. And just give it a little bit of a chop to make it a nice fine mince. Into the bowl it goes. And now for the flavor that makes salsa taste like salsa, cilantro. Now for a couple of limes. 1 to 2, depending on how juicy they are. I like to roll my limes first to release the juices within the fruit. Give it a little slice down the middle. A little bit of sea salt, about half a teaspoon or so, just to bring up all the flavors. A good tossing, just turning over all of the salsa to get all the ingredients mixed together. Now I'm just going to set this aside to allow the flavors to marry while I prep the shrimp. I'm going to prep the shrimp by wrapping them in the prosciutto. So I've got my prosciutto out and I've got these absolutely gorgeous Pacific shrimp, 8 per pound. They're delicious on a grill or in the pan, and they're super yummy with basil and prosciutto wrapped around them. So let me show you how I do this. I'm just going to slice a piece of prosciutto in half, because I really don't need the whole piece. I'm going to lay a nice big basil leaf on top. Lay the shrimp on top of that and just give it a nice tight roll. Just like that. You just need enough to cover the shrimp. It just gives it a nice salty flavor, and that pork pairs beautifully with the sweetness of our salsa. Now I'm preheating my pan over about medium heat. I'm going to just pour in a little bit of organic Persian lime infused olive oil. Now I'm just going to start to carefully add my shrimp. We're just going to leave them to brown until you begin to see them curl ever so slightly and they get golden on the other side. Then we'll give them a turn. We're going to start with some salsa and give that salsa a little toss. And then I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to portion it, just because it's easier and I have a little bit more control. A couple of good scoops right in the center of the plate. Now these shrimp are huge. They're about 8 to the pound, so I don't need that many. So for my husband, I'm going to do 3. That is plenty. I'm just going to take one more little spoonful of my salsa and just put it right in the center. Just bring up some color.